Folks, good afternoon. It is Sunday. Pilot, come here. What do you say? Huh? Want some coffee too? Oh, yes we do. Thanks for those germs. Sunday, 4 o'clock, leisurely stroll. It's about 75 degrees, a little chilly today, honestly. Started out in the 60s, had to put a long sleeve shirt on. I was embarrassed. Never thought I'd see that. Pretty much June 1st in Georgia, North Florida, acting like it's cold. My blood's gotten thin. You're gonna have to deal with the whole handheld shakiness of me walking. Too bad. This is the only time I got to do a little coffee talk. So here we are. What do we got going on in life? I've gotten no hits on the van. Zero interest in purchase. But it's okay. Melissa and I, Dr. Melissa, excuse me, had a little chat. Really, she just kind of gave me unsolicited advice and information. Proceed as normal in life, dude. Like, it is what it is. Which, I mean, I have been. I obviously had my hopes up that I would be a semi-quick sale, a couple months, 4 or 5 months. Cool, bang, boom, bang, done. I listed it the 22nd of March. It is past the 22nd of May, and I've had zero interest. Like, not even an insulting, hey, I'll give you 20 grand. Absolutely nothing. Is what it is. Part of the process. It'll sell when it sells, or it won't sell. And I will just amass another 150 grand worth of debt or more, and I'll get a truck and trailer, and that thing will sit. Maybe I'll convince someone in a good area for renting. Maybe I can convince someone to take over some rental responsibilities for me, as far as like being the point of contact to rent it out. Delivering it for pickup, or walking through with the people and making sure it's clean and in good working order when they receive it back, yada yada yada. Because that thing can get, well, I'm over here speculating it could probably get $150 a night, $200 a night, somewhere in that wheelhouse. Got to hit a quick pause here. Got some folks with another dog, and mine's off a leash. Okay, we're back. Speculation, I could rent it for a decent dollar, and then it would just be income. It's paid off at this point, so there's really no rush, if you want to call it that, to get rid of it. It's just a personal preference at this point. Next step, I did meet with a young gentleman named Brian at the beach last weekend before, something like that. Dude had a Tacoma, had the cap on it. I seen he had a little cot in the back, and he came over. He was about to go biking. Was like, "Hey man, like, you like your van? Blah blah." He's into just getting out there, outdoorsy, off-roading, that kind of thing, exploring. And we got to talking. We ended up chatting for like 40 minutes. Excuse me. I just housed I housed $65 worth of seafood just maybe 40 minutes ago. A little full. That's how I'm walking it off. Freaking race car drivers here in Florida. Got to chat with him, showed him the ins and outs of the van. He toured it. He's in the market for one, but he's in the market for something else than what he has. He just doesn't know if he wants to go van route or if he wants to go truck bed camper, that kind of stuff. But anyways, long story short, the guy gave me like an honest opinion on the van, which is cool. He's like, I don't think you're outrageously priced. I think it's a very like reasonable ask for what it is. He did bring something up that I hadn't thought of, and he's like, you're in this weird middle ground of you're between the $200,000 vans and the like $70,000 hodgepodge thrown together with wood screws and 1x2s. And it's going to take a really particular individual to want to buy mine, because the people that can't afford that kind of money are going to buy the Winnebago version that's $200,000. I didn't think the road noise was going to be this bad, but oh well, here we are. So he's like, the people that can't afford that kind of cash right now or want to are going to buy something with like a name attached to it, the Winnebago Revel. They're going to go with, Explorist vans or Tommy vans or whatever. They're going to go with like a reputable manufacturer. They're not going to go with the DIY one. The people that don't have that money aren't looking for, a $130,000 vehicle because they can't afford it, nor will they allow the craftsmanship to talk them into something of that nature. Like, they don't necessarily care. They'd rather a cot in the back and a push pedal, like a push plunger sink, like a manual pump. So he brought that up, and I'm like, dang. Good call, Brian. You're right. Just something I hadn't really thought of that's going to add to the longevity of the sale. I'm also likely not in a very good spot to sell it. There is tons of money here, but the tons of money that is here is more into golf and convertible Porsches and Corvettes than a non-air conditioned 26-foot van. I mean, the cab has air conditioning, but AC out back. So, is what it is. It's, again, it's not a big deal. I wanted to try to sell it. I'm trying to switch hands here. And I was trying to do it without, like, saying anything and just be real smooth, and that didn't work. Oh, well. So, that's the van update. I don't think there's any other van update necessary. I I drive it every day. Is what it is. It's like nothing happened. All right, side note, another van update, kind of. I am so screwed when it comes to, like, moving back in. When I go, like, when I leave this job and I don't have a paid-for hotel. Man. I've been getting really used to more space. Like, really used to it. Really used to it. And I think even more so I'm getting used to the cooking options that I haven't had. So there's a grill at the hotel. I've been using that a ton. There's an oven in the room. I've been using that a ton. That is nice stuff that I really don't want to have to go without again. But is what it is. I don't think I could get into a truck and camper probably right now, but I don't think it would put me in the wisest financial position. It's doable, like, no questions asked. But with what I'm scheming in my head as far as how I want to set myself up financially, like, it's just not this smart, this move. There's no rush for it. I'm not homeless, like I am, but I'm not, like. So, yeah, why push it at this moment? So, that's that. Pilot's been loving the beach. He loves it. Goes in the water. He's like a fan of the waves and then not a fan of the waves. When he gets bombarded by one and it catches him off guard, he's not too keen on it. But I have caught him surfing, like body surfing. He understands that, like, if he gets behind a wave and, like, paddles into it, he can, like, surf in. So that's kind of fun. We've done that on the days off so far. What else? He had his checkup, his once a year thing with his rabies and all the other shots and whatnot. Vet loved him, of course. He's in great health. He shouldn't gain a pound, shouldn't lose a pound as far as weight goes. Yeah, that's the update on him. What else? I'm gonna pause and think. If we talk scheduling, I am looking at leaving Georgia in mid-July, heading back north. I would like to pit stop and see Dr. Melissa and the family. Hopefully get up and see my parents again. And then we're booking it cross country, coast to coast, Atlantic Ocean to Gulf of Alaska. We're going back to Alaska. And I'm driving. I need to go up and take care of military stuff. I'm excited for that time. It's going to be at a awesome time of year. So I'm gonna be up there mid-August to all the way to the very end of September. So that'll be cool. Road tripping along the way. I'm thinking I'll give myself 2 weeks to get up there. It's not a ton. I think I need to pick like one thing to do and then do it. We're just passing the Dunes Club, Amelia Island Plantation. Everything's a gated community where I'm at right now. Not where I'm staying, but just where I chose to venture for the day. Yeah, end of September, so it'll be nice and moderate, but good weather still. Should be. I'll catch some cold. That'll feel nice. Yeah, so a month and a half in Alaska, and then I'm looking at going down to the West Coast, I believe. There's potential prospects for some work starting out that way in October, so that would just line up phenomenally. But like road tripping. So I need to pick one thing and then do it, I think, because my entire month of riding down from Alaska to get to Kentucky felt like a blur. It was like a one-day adventure. So I think it would be wise of me to leave from Connecticut, hopefully, and boogie straight to somewhere. I don't know, Yellowstone, I don't know, somewhere, right? Montana, somewhere, right? Choose a spot, go straight there, right? I'll find something to do along the way, like maybe as like a one-day stop, but nothing crazy where, I'm spending like a couple nights, right? And then spend my nights in one spot, continue on through Canada and up to Alaska. I'm gonna have almost every weekend to do stuff in Alaska, so that'll be cool. I'll be able to, just get back to doing what I used to do. Run up mountains and shit. But probably not run, because I haven't been exercising since I've been on this job. Working 6'11s, pretty much 6'12s. Doesn't exactly warrant itself gym time. And I've just been lazy. That's all it boils down to. I can't bring myself to go to a gym and leave Pilot alone even more than he already is. But then there's the fact that I just haven't felt like running. So that's something we could do together, but I just have not been into it. The job I'm working it's not the worst by any means, but there's definitely some nights where I'm like hurting. Just the positions we need to be in, what I'm leaning over, what I'm crunched up in, trying to get a view on my weld. Like, it's rough, but it is what it is. So I'll at least be able to hike. But I won't run anything. Not back there, but we'll see. Yeah, probably won't get any snowboarding in because it's a bit too early. The snow will probably start flying in the mountains when I'm there, but it won't be enough to do any snowboarding. But oh well. Hopefully I'll do that on the West Coast once I come down. What else? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I have anything else crazy. I've been doing pretty good with the pause thing here. I'm gonna do it again and maybe see if I can think of something. It's just old people golfing. Huh. Wonder if they're any good. Oh, Dale's up for the shot. Oh, we missed! Way to go, Dale. I can't flip the camera. Dang it. What is this, mini golf? Jan was taking like 15 swings. What is that all about? Gonna write that down on the card? Yeah. I found out, so the reason we're walking is because I tried to go to the beach today, but the beach parking lot I chose is this thing. Not big enough for the van. That was the second pick. It's a second access to the same beach that the state park parking lot goes to. But the state park one you have to pay for, which I was fine with. It's $2. But no pets allowed. What? But if you come here, it's fine. So it all goes to the same beach. It's all the same shoreline. It's all the same beachfront. But if you access through there, you can't have a dog. If you access through here, you can. Whatever. But yeah, that's kind of that story. So we're just walking. I already brought him to the dog park today. He's been making a ton of friends at the dog park. A ton of friends. He is the king of Chase Me. He can get all the dogs going, and it is an absolute hoot. It's one of those things where you can't help but laugh and smile. You have no idea what they're thinking, but like, you just know they're having an absolute freaking blast. Because there's 6 dogs just in tow, just like screaming around the dog park. And it's a big dog park. It's every bit of like a couple acres big. It's fenced in, so they just run amok, do their thing. He typically instigates a lot of fights. Not like real fights, but just like bitey face fights. Yeah. That is that. I think, I had something else, but I don't recall what it was. Like, man, I gotta talk about that on the next video I do. Don't remember. But, oh well. So, good month and a half left here in South Georgia. After that, go north back to Alaska, and so on and so forth. See where the road and the job brings me. In the meantime, you know anybody looking for a van, send them my way. It's still posted in Jacksonville on Facebook, and it's on Van Viewer and VanLifeTrader.coms, but no hits. Oh well, it is what it is. Can't rush it. It'll happen. This just would have been like the ultimate convenience as far as getting it done, because I have the hotel ready and there's a storage unit place next door to the hotel that the hotel people own. So I probably could have got a discount, maybe wouldn't have, I don't know. This nice bench here, donated by the Biker Babes. Hey, Pyle, what do you think of that? What do you think, bud? I don't remember what I was just talking about. Oh, the convenience of getting it done. Is what it is. I'll have to figure it out another time. That's it, folks. Have a good rest of your day. And don't know when I'll talk to you next. Later.